these websites, but going with the focus of the session in terms of, I had a different impression of what each case study was going to be, in the sense like when it was alternative news, I had a different impression of alternative news. What we ended up with is alternatives in terms of technology, alternatives in terms of content, alternatives in terms of ownership, alternatives in terms of function, right? And frankly, I didn't see much difference between you and the big players. More because community has a different impression in my mind, because the ownership is by the stakeholders, the policy, the running is by the stakeholders, and from the impression I got, it's like the functionality was very top-down in each of the case studies, or most of the case studies, where it's like you go into a community and you pick and choose. At least that's the impression I got. Maybe I'm wrong, but you said it was an academic project, but and the whole focus seems to be on revenue generation. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but personally, I had a different impression of community. It's more the public service broadcasting kind of model I was looking at. But even in your models, I really didn't see much difference between entrepreneurial spirit or starting some kind of a project, right, that caters to a certain need in that community, but you are outsiders going in and basically creating this radio station or creating this newspaper or creating this thing and trying to do it for them. And I have a big problem with that in terms of telling other people how to do things. And I worked with Sangam Radio 10 years ago, and I really liked that model because it all comes from the stakeholders. Even there's some outside interference from PV Satish and DDS and all that, but so there's nothing wrong with that, but having accepted that what you are doing is, let's say, community, the kind of model that can really raise a lot of revenue for you is, I hear all of you are doing SMSs. SMSs are a very big source of revenue. I don't know if any of you even just look at reality shows on television. They have partnerships with telecom companies. Every SMS costs a certain amount of money. It's split equally between the program.
No, there are slabs. It works differently. SMS in India works very differently.
No, I'm talking about Telugu television. I'm talking about my classmates doing reality shows.
Yeah, television is different. But you can't piggyback on television and expect to make money out of SMS. If you're talking of alternate media, and if you're talking of making money out of SMS, then it is roughly like 3 paisa per SMS.
And 4 lakh SMSs. Someone.
You are pushing 4 lakh. First of all, you need to have 4 lakh subscribers to be able to push.
No, not your case. Your case, it will be 250, but someone had 4 lakh SMSs or whatever. Right?
See, the Telugu television channel has a big advantage because they already have a captive audience, and the SMS costs 6 rupees. They can drive a very good bargain with telecom operators and get a fairly good share of revenue out of that. But there are established traditional media which is using another form of media to make money.
True. But no, it definitely doesn't work for you. You're only capped at 250 subscribers. But then, for you it's an academic project, so we're not talking about money. But for the Yal Devi and other kinds of things, like even the page hits, Google Ads, and the number of your page ranking and all make a lot of difference in terms of money you can raise through ads. I'm just talking about, since we're talking about alternative in a different sense, I'm talking about alternative models of revenue generation.
Can I just add something? We are, on our SMS thing, we do have partnerships with all the telecoms. What they charge is 30 rupees per month. That's pretty much something everybody can afford these days. 30 rupees per month, unlimited SMSs through our, we provide them news, so we can send any amount of news services. So the subscriber has to pay only 30 rupees per month, so they can get all the updates for the 30 rupees.
And what is your share?
150,000 or so subscribers.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money, actually.
Exactly.
That definitely is a lot of money, but not for his case because they cap it at 250.
Yeah.
But what is the share? I'm sorry. What would be your share in Sri Lanka as the content provider?
45%.
45%. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, we should send Airtels to Sri Lanka.
And that's the whole idea of moving to the web and being a content aggregator and blog aggregators and other kinds of things, because you are not really paying for sourcing the content as much as creating a site where everyone comes in and then you are selling those eyeballs per click, right? And for that the numbers matter, and that's a very important source of revenue if you're looking at the